funny that I'm like nervous to get really close to helicopters. I know. Well, there's just so many moving things. Like a plane, you could kind of bounce a wing off a wing, you know? You're not bouncing anything off the rotors. They're called fillets for a reason.
Good morning, everyone. Beautiful day here in Santa Maria. Both Steve and I flew down to visit our families, which ironically his parents live in the exact same community as my dad and stepmom. So we both flew down to do a little family time, and then now we're gonna go and play with the guys down here. We're at Santa Maria currently at the Central Coast Jet Center, which is Chris's FBO, and highly recommend it if you ever are flying through the area to come, because these guys are great.
Dude, what kind of freaking screen protector you got on there? That's like a
can't see.
It's like a goggle screen.
That's where all my camera information's out, so you can't see it.
Yeah. I love it.
Which you guys have seen that they shot some really cool stuff on my plane. They're very secretive of this camera system for good reason, because they put a lot of time and energy into this, so I'm not showing it to you guys, but that's what they're always upset, because I set one up. And so they hide everything.
You didn't give me anything.
In Utah, when we went to lunch, and you went in the hangar and took all kinds of pictures.
No.
And a month later, Mr. Trent's flying around with the camera on his.
How long did it take me to know exactly what vibration dampener that I happen to have at my house? 2 seconds.
Yeah, but you got 2 free ones, so.
Yeah, but I had it at my house too.
Yeah. All right, I took pictures of all Trent's proprietary stuff.
Good, smart. There's a lot of secrets, man. I'm very secretive.
Let's get out of here.
All right, we are going flying. And Steve's gonna ride with me. The first place we're going is steeper, shorter, rougher. So he's gonna ride with me, then we'll probably come back here in a little bit so he can get his plane and we can all play. Trent's rolling. Pulling ahead just a hair. Am I? Yep. That's not nearly full throttle. Look at my throttles. Can you see it on your quadrants?
Yeah. I do appreciate how they brief. And honestly, ego aside, I do appreciate how they didn't want me to fly the Rams in there. That's totally acceptable, and feel me out, so to say. And I just respect how they are cautious. I'm the same way. I don't know if you notice when I fly with certain people, and it's always hard because you don't want to like judge someone's flying skills or their aircraft performance. But you kind of have to at times. An initial ego sting, if you can just check that and go, you know what, they're right, they're absolutely right, and put yourself in their shoes, and you do the same freaking thing, and just appreciate that they have the balls to just, smell you out a little bit, so to say. Totally. So this spot last time we came in, it was blowing. Ooh, and quartering tailwind, swirly as could be, and it spooked me. It was the first place they took us to, and I'm like, geez, guys. And Mike Daniel almost hit a hole. Yeah. It would have wrecked his plane. And I mean, Joe Rosito, he did fine, but the Kip Foxes land so fast. I would be 10 times as nervous in your plane landing there than my plane. But that's not to say that you couldn't land there. No, that's fine, that's fair. It's gonna be a little meadow off our left in a minute. You guys just land right in that main track that's there? Yeah, that's a good spot. Yeah, last time I remember being kind of jogged off to the right, like to the west on landing, but that looks better. Yeah, definitely straightens it out. There's 2 of them. The one on the right side has a little hill and some trees, and then the one that's more prominent is got a really clear entry. Cool. Mellow, huh? Not for me, man. No? I was like bracing for impact. Dude, shock. Oh, because of the shock. Yeah, you can kill all that energy. It's crazy. Yeah. I was like, dang, you're coming in high and steep. I would never have a chance.
the deal with this place? We've been here before.
Davis Ranch.
Davis Ranch.
I'm not sure if any of your followers have seen the Sky Angels that Ethan P. Dizzy did.
I watched that.
If you guys haven't watched it, it's worth a watch.
watch it.
It's a good documentary.
Brian Davis, they homesteaded this place, or their family did in 1800s, I guess.
Yeah.
And they live completely off the grid out here. Other than Deb, she's on Instagram.
Nice.
But, you know, you got to do some things, right? A couple years ago, they washed out. Well, actually, they just got out for the first time since the big rains a month ago. And their roads wash out. It's 3 hours of driving on dirt roads
To get here.
And so they finally got out to get supplies last week or this week. And it's kind of the same thing, but the last rain where we did Sky Angels, or when we did a Sky Angels, they were locked in here for 4 or 5 months without getting out to get supplies. So we flew them in supplies on the runway we just landed at. So pretty cool.
Awesome.
But probably not many homesteads available or left still in California. So, not in this area.
So Chris, have you publicly announced anything about you maybe going the experimental route?
Oh, well,
I guess. Are you keeping it quiet?
I know. It's cool. It's cool.
You're building one of these.
I am.
That's awesome. And you're gonna paint it just like the old 18, right?
So we're gonna
twins.
Yeah. So my dad bought that airplane in 1978, the Super Cub that I'm flying now, and it has the exact, the legacy paint job, and that's kind of just me. I don't know. I built my whole following and all my friends and everybody. It's just who I am, I feel like. So we've looked at all the different airplanes, and I ended up choosing the Legend. I knew I wanted to go with the Rotax. That was kind of my biggest thing, my move that I wanted to make with the performance and altitude and range and all the different things that come with that. So yeah, I'm excited.
I know.
I haven't been there yet. Sent them all kinds of money and no calls, no thank you, no Merry Christmas.
It'll be fun though. You're gonna love the build. Is rad.
It's gonna be awesome.
You're probably the anomaly. Most people do go out and tour the factory and fly one of their planes. You came and flew mine, so you know what you're getting.
Yeah, we knew what we were getting, and I mean, it's a Super Cub, and that's why I chose to go this route, is because I wanted a Super Cub.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I want a Super Cub.
Turning more people into the experimental world. Side note, brand new shirt. It's a Wear-Worthy drop that we're doing. And anyone that's not aware, Wear-Worthy's actually building a plane that he's gonna give away. So if you buy one of these shirts with the link in the description, every dollar spent gets you 10 entries to win that plane, and they're gonna put $15,000 up for your pilot's license too. So even if you don't have a pilot's license, you should buy one of these shirts to get in on the plane. All right, I am going to do a couple takeoffs and landings here so they can shoot it from the drone. It'll be fun. I'm just excited to fly them.
Helicopters are more picky than us on where we can land.
There you go. He's on.
Onward and upward. We're gonna go back to Santa Ynez so Steve can get his plane so he can join in the action. And then we're gonna go to another homestead, I think one that I've been to before. I'm just like so happy about this weather. It's like the second video in a row that you've seen that I've been running out of the winter to come find summer in California.
Go ahead, Trent. I'd like to watch you take off on that baby. All right, I will go next.
From foolish to wise, we are bruised the same. Now I got these growing pains when the storm.
Funny that I'm like nervous to get really close to helicopters. I know. Well, there's just so many moving things. Oh, like a plane, you could kind of bounce a wing off a wing, you know? You're not bouncing anything off the rotors. They're called blades for a reason. Gonna go ahead and turn south now. And Santa Ynez, flight of 2 Cubs, about 1 mile to the northeast. We'll be crossing center field for left downwind entry for 26.
Okay, quick splash of gas at Kunkel Field, which is so cool that it's named after Chris's grandpa. We're gonna get fired up, go to another homestead, which again is a strange thing to me. These Central California homesteads is so cool. So go find a different strip to land at and do some playing.
Something more of the things I have not seen.
Hi Travis, we're above you, no conflict, shoot the video, and if you and Ben want to kind of get close to each other, that'd be cool.
So darkness, darkness, come on in. I won't hide from you.
And what do you want with number 2 and 3? And land, or would you like us to stay clear? Step 2, 3, 4, everybody stay in the same formation and give spacing to the guy in front of you and land at your discretion. Ben is clear of the runway. We've got a ton of spacing. Mind if I turn base and land? Cross it behind you, Chris, and I can come in on your right side. All right, Trent, coming right. Join the right downwind. Okay, I'm on the inside of yes, so you might see me out of your skylight now. Got you in sight. You are number 1. Let's go a little bit farther down and make a little bit more mellow approach in there because we're having a hard time flying that steep approach. Copy that. Yeah, Steve, too much energy. I'm going around.
All of us, let's make something. I'm ready now, let's begin. So darkness, darkness, come on in. I won't hide from you again. Beyond no lips when lights go dim. So here we are, let's begin. I'm ready.
Another awesome homestead back here. And we got 2 helicopters that joined us.
I have sung in the twilight with a lover. I've slept in the bitterness of death. I met a stranger in the mirror, and I have fought that man with my last breath.
All right, we're a slow-moving group today. It's been a lazy, relaxing one here at Oglebees. It's a super cool spot, but we're gonna take back off and maybe work our way out towards the coast. Last time I was down here, they had a spot that overlooks the ocean that we tried to go land on, but it was just blowing way too windy that day. So hopefully right now, I mean, it's light and variable or calm. So hopefully we'll go land and overlook the ocean.
We have stumbled along in the junkyard. We've sought salvation
Trent
in a
is rolling.
dead-end street. We were silent as the drums were banging louder, louder. We remember darkness as far as we could see. We remember darkness as far as we could see. I'm gonna fly home in the morning. I'm gonna let the blue sky carry me. I'm gonna fly home in the morning. Let the river wash over me. Let the river wash over me.
So we decided to drop in this other sweet little meadow. There's a whole bunch of deer running across the 2-track that we landed on our way in, but God, it's beautiful. It is hot though. I need shorts on. The other guys are gonna go, they need fuel, so they're gonna grab fuel from Santa Ynez, and then we're gonna pop over to the coast. So quick little detour.
Steve's gonna go after Neil.
I think that was the plan.
Cool. We're gonna film going in there, Trent. He's just gonna watch where Neil touches down, and then I'll make right traffic. Yep, absolutely no hurry.
Look at this.
This is probably one of the more scenic places I've ever landed. Pretty hard to beat. Just overlooking the ocean, landing on a green, grassy hillside.
Who found this spot, Doug?
Flew over here years ago, and there was a guy right on that knoll in an ATV, and he started waving like crazy, and I went, fuck yeah, I'm gonna land.
Oh, really? So you got waved in?
Yeah, I landed, and he came up, and he was just ecstatic. I mean, he couldn't, he was half 3 sheets to the wind. He'd been drinking a while.
Yeah.
So apparently he was the ranch manager, and that was 10 years ago, and whether he's still the ranch manager or not, I don't know. But
Spot, you look like you were a little off camber there.
I was a little off camber, and I was a little fast. I was doing everything I told you guys not to.
All right, this was a cool spot. Probably one of the prettiest spots I've ever landed, overlooking the ocean like that. But I think what we're gonna do now that we had our time to meander and enjoy the view, we're gonna all get in the air and then go get some shots down over the ocean. And after that, then we'll head back and start working our way back to San Luis Obispo for the night.
I used to just want more. I'm done with keeping score. Man, that's easier said than done, of course. Man, I tried to win, and then I tried again. Would it be?
It's gonna be a really cool flight out to Point Conception. You don't get this every day.
This is freaking stunning. I don't think cameras will ever do any of this any justice. Man.
But me. No, I don't wanna be anybody but me. Sometimes I laugh too loud, just trying to please.
And we could just make a right or left turn and whatever, but everybody's in trail now, which we might as well make that turn now. I'll go back to the coast, and I'll meet you guys back there.
'Cause it's a big parade, yeah, masquerade charade. A big old mess I made, oh yes I did.
This is super cool, guys.
Oh, I don't wanna
Wow.
be anybody.
This is hard to beat. This is like so nice out right now. Chris wants to get a shot from directly behind me of the smoke on, which I think I just smoked him out completely.
All right, here we go. Smoke on. Great.
And Santee and there's traffic. There's a flight of 3 Cubs following the flight of 2 just to the west. Be entering a left downwind for 26.
Doug, that was fun.
That was fun.
Good flying.
Yeah, it was. Really had a good time.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
That was fun.
That was fun.
You got to come up my neck of the woods sometime. All right, we'll be on same frequency, Tristan.
Yeah, 2315.
Yep.
We are now just throwing all our gear in, and we're gonna head back to San Luis Obispo, but we're probably gonna be landing after dark. Yeah, what an awesome day. Honestly, the guys down here have a pretty incredible setup. So thank you, Chris and Doug and Neil and everyone, Tristan, for showing us around. It was an awesome time. You know, really quick before I wrap this out, and I know you guys have heard this many times before, but I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to my friends over at Squarespace for sponsoring yet another one of my videos. And for those of you that don't know, Squarespace, the ultimate way to build a website and run your business. You can start with one of their templates, craft it into your own, or you can harness the power of artificial intelligence using their design AI and craft a website from scratch in no time. Zero experience necessary. Honestly, if you know how to use a computer, you can build a website with Squarespace, and they'll help you even fill in all the stuff on your website through AI. So It's really cool, and they have features for every industry, so it doesn't matter what you're trying to do with your website, online store, personal blog. Maybe you want to book and schedule clients through your website. You can do that with their Acuity scheduling. They obviously accept every major payment type through Squarespace payments. So if you find yourself in the market for a website, I hope you'll head over to squarespace.com for a free trial. And if you go to purchase, make sure you use code Trent Palmer at checkout. That'll get you 10% off. So thank you again, Squarespace, for sponsoring this one. Thank you guys for sticking around, and go get your experimental t-shirt if you haven't. We're gonna get going, chase sunlight over to San Luis Obispo. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.